It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the Ravens and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Thursday night primetime.
The bright lights of Broadway just to the east of us, and we are under the lights as well at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Forced out to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. Carter a first down and more. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Michael Carter, 55 yards. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. The CD, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you can play like that, guys are going to run bits of their teammates and start shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on next-gen stats. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll go option to the short side, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And that will come the offense as they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing to start the drive. Oliver. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. on 1st and 10. Oliver. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Carter with it. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Trevon Wesco. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the counter, Carter. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oliver. He'll buy some time right. It's complete to Cole. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Keelan Cole, 37 yards. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Jackson throwing here complete to Boyle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. C.J. Mosley, the former Raven, in there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Tucker's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Carter Landry, 77 yards. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were,
and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a give, right side. Carter. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
66 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Oliver buying time to his left. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Oliver. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Oliver steps away to his left. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. A good pickup there at 20 yards. On first down, Oliver. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's second down. Back to the ground with Carter. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Oliver. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to to the other side.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
C.J. Mosley, the former Raven, in there on the tackle. Now Dobbins again on second down.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Here's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson will throw again. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Jackson now. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Get ready. Get ready.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Throwing on first down, Oliver. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. From the gun, Oliver rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. As far as the early games go, we'll be watching that one in Houston. The Texans in for a fight as they'll square off against the Miami Dolphins. Later in the afternoon, one of the games to spotlight will be at Ford Field in Detroit, where it'll be the Lions taking on the New England Patriots. And then finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half, and I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's been no contest in terms of the rushing yards. You see a much, much brighter picture there. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
It's a first down and more for Dobbins.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins,
already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Oliver. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Oliver being checked. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. It's their quarterback with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest. He can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Parker. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. So possession goes over here on the punt. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker. Off the play fake. Oliver on the move to his left. That's caught left side by Landry. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. 104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Jackson slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman from 3 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. On 1st and 10, Oliver dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's a give to Carter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. On 1st down, right back to Carter. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Carter. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. Looking to throw. Oliver forced out to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 18-yard line.
Back to throw. Oliver buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Looking to throw. Oliver steps away to his left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. P-Ride. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. Once more, P-Ride. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. The kick by Bass is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And now here come the Ravens. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They run again with Hines. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. From the gun on third down, Oliver. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Back to throw. Oliver being chased out left. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Looking to throw. Oliver, 4th, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. It's that quarterback. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking, be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Now, he was looking for Rashad Bateman there, and it's 3rd and short.
Throwing, Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. So how about that? You drafted him in the first round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick six in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And that's complete to Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw is Jackson. And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Past midfield, look out. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they take a knee. And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them.
For the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the Pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it. And then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Jets, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.